Hello, Scrappy Peeps. Susanna here today for the Scrap Room, and I am working with the Bella Boulevard Our Love Song collection featured in the, well, it is one of the 4 flavors of the January Flavor of the Month kit. So I am showing you here the embellishments. You are going to get 2 Doodlebug doilies, some ephemera pieces, as well as a row of Craft Consortium rhinestones. There are 3 pieces of pattern paper. So these first 3 are the 3 that are in the Flavor of the Month kit, along with those 2 pieces of black cardstock. I additionally get the pattern paper add-on, which is what I just showed you, and then the embellishment add-on are those rainbows there. So that is what I am working with today, and this white is not part of the kit. You can see the black is part of the kit, but I like my white backgrounds, so that's what I'm doing. So I have a single photo. It is converted to black and white so that it stands out against all of the color, especially that very busy floral in the pattern paper. It is a go-to thing for me to do when working with busy pattern paper. I am also going to use a go-to design in that I will often have a dominant heavy right side and then thin strips on the left side, and you will work on the diagonal down to the bottom of the page where there would typically be a 3x4 pocket card with journaling, or in this case I'm going to use the Polaroid frame. So I'm just working out the combinations of colors that I want, and there isn't a lot. You can see the aqua and the turquoise that are in those stripes, but my ephemera pack or collection did not contain a lot of that, and so I want to somehow be able to get consistency of the use of that color across the page. And so I was trying to find pattern papers that coordinated and helped unify that. So my dumb trimmer is not, or maybe the dumb operator is not cooperating, and so the operator therefore needs to get out her X-Acto blade and ruler and straighten off the strip that she did not cut straight. So I really wanted the black there on that left-hand side. It incorporates all of the colors of the floral pattern paper on the right-hand side, and B, it gives you that contrast. There's a lot of black and white, obviously, and I wanted to have a little bit more black for the dominance to balance out the right and the left-hand side of the page there. So I have ripped a piece of that tone-on-tone hot pink with the pink dots, and then I'm going to zigzag stitch in black thread down those edges to tie them together, and also again to bring a little bit more black. I wish that my zigzag stitch had been a little bit closer, but it is what it is, and I was not going to unpick it with all of the holes that were going to end up in it if I were to do that. So 2 doilies included with the kit. One is going to go on the left-hand side and one is going to go on the right-hand side. That is a uniting element that unites the right half of the page with the left half of the page. These are my simple stories. I forget what they're called, but you can measure your photos with them. So they're see-through, so you can see exactly where you need to cut. And I love that when I'm trimming down 4x6s to squares, if I haven't already done that in Photoshop. So trimming that down, I did not print a white border because obviously I did not print a square photo, so I'm just using white cardstock behind, just using some scraps. And I'm going to put a couple of layers around this photo. It needs the layers because of the busyness of that pattern paper that it is going to sit on. So to just provide some distinction so that the photo stands out and doesn't just meld into that floral there. So you can see I've got that B side, or the other side. I really use the B side as the tone-on-tone polka. And so I've got those hearts that are poking out from the photo there. So digging through my selection of ephemera pieces, don't forget in the Scrap Room kits that everybody's ephemera is going to be a little bit different, or embellishments. And so this is what I have. And again, I'm really trying to get an equal balance of the turquoise and that mint that's in there. So I'm going to go with love and that happy, and then some of the florals. The collection is called Our Love Song, and when you look at the rest of the collection, a lot of the pieces have to do with music, which this has nothing to do with. And I was not using a song or referencing a song, and so I just didn't feel that that worked for the embellishments that I was looking for. I am going to, so it's an open Polaroid frame, and I'm going to back that with white paper because I know I want to journal in that, and I know that I'm going to set this on top of a doily, and that would be some pretty bumpy journaling. As I am wanting to do, I am using some double-sided foam here, some foam adhesive in order to adhere some flowers, again, just for some texture and dimension in the layout. I am going to use that the rainbow sticker. I know Bella Boulevard has a name for them, and of course, you know, I can't remember that off of the top of my head. What are they called? Pops, right? I think they're called pops. So they're multi-dimensional embellishments. I am going to use that, which has texture to it too, but I will forget to do that on camera. In fact, I will do that off camera. And it also has the enamel that covers it, so you get some shine as well. Poking out the inside of the letters and then using some liquid adhesive to adhere that down with the fine detail. I really like that fine metal tip, really makes it so much easier to get adhesive on there. I find sometimes with the dot roller that my embellishment gets stuck in the roller and rips it, and then I get angry, and that's not a good thing. So here I am going to continue to put a little bit more of the layers behind the photo there, again, to just delineate the photo from the background. It's still pink, but you can see how the white border pops, and then by popping the white border, you can see the delineation between the photo and that busy background there. So I'm going to create my diagonal line here from top right down to bottom left by putting the photo there. I am trying to put that top right photo or the photo slightly askew because I've also got that Polaroid that's slightly askew, so just to create some looseness on the layout. So you can see the very dominant black in that left hand side, and there's black in the photo between my headband and my husband's collar, but I really want a little bit more heavier shot of black there, so I created just my own photo corner from the black cardstock that came with the kit, and I will use the innard of that, you see in the left hand side of the screen there, to create another matching smaller photo corner for that Polaroid frame there. And I really like the way that that pulls that black throughout the layout and really ties it together nicely. So you can see the turquoise, so I just I moved the flower to the top there again so that we're working along that line. I'm in the center of each of the flowers. I have used one of the Craft Consortium rhinestones there. You could use the enamel dots if you had the enamel dots from the collection, only that's not what comes with the kit. And so that is basically the foundation of the layout. I am going to use one of those rainbow pops that I showed you earlier underneath the photo to the right, and I am going to journal as I do in that Polaroid. And I am also going to put the heart that was with those pops, just a little teeny tiny heart above that happy there, and that is I think that's the only other thing that I do off camera. So this layout is for the Scrap Room. It is a kit club. You can subscribe and you can get one-offs when they are available. I will link you in the description box down below to where you can do that. And if you leave my name, Susanna, in the comments, Rochelle will send you a little extra something on your first kit. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you are doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.